Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, smart and young Africans who are watching me from all around the world. Welcome back again. In this video, I want to play a live video of Maurice Kamto on how he let the whole world to know about his disappointment over the failure to form an opposition coalition against October 12th general election in Cameroon. Listen, young Africans, and don't forget to share with us your own thoughts at the comment section because Maurice Kamto has said a whole lot in this video. At this moment, enjoy the rest of the video before we go more in detail. Remember, I'm a Nigerian, I'm not a Cameroonian, but for Africa to be a better place for you and I am so much happy, I am so much glad to be part of this movement. Please support by subscribing and turning on your bell notification. At this moment, let's go more in detail. Listen to Maurice Kamto. Also, I give my credit to Mimi Monfo Info for her courage to always engage with these people, for us to have a first-hand information on what is going on in Cameroon. My credit goes to Mimi Mofo Info. Thank you for the amazing work. Thank you for the amazing work you are doing in Cameroon. Okay, let's go there.
Despite the unjust and despicable decision to reject my candidacy in the presidential election scheduled for next October, many Cameroonians continue to believe that I can still play a key role in the outcome of this election. I thank them for their renewed esteem and unwavering confidence. I have listened to their repeated calls and have resolved to see how best I can respond, as I always do when the higher interests and future of our country are at stake. It is in this spirit that on 16 September, I launched an appeal to opposition candidates running in the election in question. I urged them to unite, ideally behind one of their number, or failing that, to form a coalition of several strong candidates around one of those among them who has extensive political and state management experience, in this case, one of the two candidates from the northern part of the country, on the basis of a prior agreement between them. In my view, such an approach was likely to trigger a national popular movement. It would have allowed for the pooling of efforts and avoided the dispersion of votes, making the victory of the candidate supported by the entire people of change. In other words, the entire Cameroonian people inevitable. Since this appeal, I have met and exchanged views with 7 of the 11 opposition candidates, including the most important ones, as well as a number of prominent figures from civil society. I have spared no effort to encourage an agreement between the UNDP and FSNC candidates in order to make possible a coalition, even of a limited one, of opposition candidates around them. In my view, this approach offered a real chance of victory that would respond to the deep desire for change that is rising throughout the country. The late entry into the race for the presidency of the two candidates from the northern part of the country, whom public opinion seems to consider the major candidates in the upcoming election, did not give them the time to make their multifaceted preparations necessary for either of them to hope to create a winning dynamic on their own. Today, Friday, 26 September 2025, in the eve of the opening of the official electoral campaigns period, during which a coalition candidate should be presented to voters and to all the Cameroonian people across the country. His vision should be explained, and his image should be fixed in the minds of voters, especially in rural areas. However, to the great disappointment of Cameroonians, no such candidate has been found. The following observations can therefore be made. 1. The absence of even a limited coalition of candidates, with the 2 candidates from the northern part of the country capable of pooling resources and creating a powerful popular dynamic likely to ensure victory for the people in the upcoming presidential election. 2. The existence of deep divisions within the population, particularly among supporters of the UNDP and FSNC candidates, because of the failure to agree on a single candidate between the 2. 3. The prospect of a scattering of votes that could seriously compromise the chances of victory for an opposition candidate. As a result of all the above, we, Maurice Kamto, and the Political Alliance for Change, PAC, which supported my candidacy, have come to the conclusion that it is appropriate to leave each voter fully responsible for voting freely in good conscience for the opposition candidate of their choice in the presidential election scheduled for 12 October 2025. Long live Cameroon.
Okay, guys, young and smart Africans who are watching me from all around the world at this moment, without wasting much of your time, let's quickly move over to comment section for you to see how Camerooners in all around the world are reacting based on this speech from Maurice Kamato, because to him, he is not happy that these opposition parties did not come together to form a coalition in order to dethrone power player. So at this moment, stay tuned. Let's see some of the comments from Camerooners who are watching from all around the world. Okay, and right over here, in people's reaction based on this speech from Maurice Kamto, the first commenter said, even to support Akara, who supported him in 2018 without coalition request, here, change by all costs should have been the motive and not coalition. Indeed, trust a politician at your own risk. Okay, another also said, those two are aware of the game and they can't fail the game master. Okay, down here, another commenter also wrote, thank you so much, Prof. You have made the clever dissection. You have elaborated well on what is clearly going on in Cameroon. You have elaborated well on what is clearly going on so that Camerooners should understand why coalition did not work. The failure from the parties to unite leaves you with no option than to remain neutral. Standing today, when coalition is no longer possible, tell us how long and how much you tried. Okay, down here, another commenter also wrote, ha ha ha, with laughing emoji. With a little knowledge, experience, and analytical approach I have in communication and public speaking, sometimes I don't focus on the message, I focus on how the message is delivered. It is no news that such speech are delivered with the help of a teleprompter. But in this case, it is very evident that Maurice Kamto is reading. For that reason, it doesn't sound natural and authentic. As a public figure, one of the things that creates the connection with the masses is how you speak to them. Leaders like Obama, former US president, knew this very well. Sometimes I think Issa is doing very well too and has gained popularity. Why do you think a man once classified as a hated by Camerooners, especially by English-speaking Camerooners, is now the same people most popular and accepted? Is now the same person who is now more popular and accepted. This person is referring to Issa. It is simple because he is authentic, because his authentic approach, his vulnerable approach, his communication approach, when he speaks, there is some sort of authenticity. I haven't seen that elsewhere. So people are really loving Issa. Okay, this person is trying to tell us that Maurice Kamto is just reading what he has wrote earlier, that is not authentic and his speech is not natural, that he prefers Issa, who speaks to the people without writing it down or any sort of that. Okay, let's take some other few comments before we wrap up this video. The comment section is open for you. Okay, down here another said, only a fool will do the same thing and expect a different result. As long as no coalition, no day. Say no. Okay, a say CPDM. Oh yeah, we say CPDM. Oh yeah. Okay, down here. Another also wrote, why reject President Popria because of age and take Bello Is it now very clear that fighting the current regime in Yaoundé is not biscuit? Ask yourself, why Ambazonian leadership continue to be another story? 12 opposition leaders, even to form about 2 or 3 different groups. It's more than them. Cameroonians are encouraged to their problem to God. Okay, down here, another commenter also wrote, my dear brother and sisters, you see these opposition parties in Cameroon, they are fake. CPDM is the best option for now. This person is indirectly supporting Propia. Let us look at it this way. CPDM is well structured and planted without Cameroon, yet they win election through alliance. But opposition parties who do not even cover the entire territory claimed they would win election in Cameroon as individual parties. Is that not funny? They are selfish and they cannot do better than the CPDM, judging from their actions. By their fruit we shall know them. This person is really a supporter of Popia. The man has shown his real color. Oh my goodness. Now that it's not possible for him to be president, he prefers that CPDM remains in power. What greed. Why must there be a coalition for him to back a candidate? I have a feeling that even if there was a coalition, he would still not have given his support. Oh, this is directly to who? Maurice Kamto. Because according to them now, he is indirectly supporting Propria because there is no coalition. And this person also is trying to let us to know that even if there should have been a coalition, that Maurice Kamto, will still not support anyone in the coalition. Oh, this one said he is a greedy man. Okay, guys, now from here we wrap up this video as many Cameroonians are dropping their own opinion at the comment section. Please do well to share with us, and for more updates, please do well to subscribe and turn on your bell notification. God bless you for watching.